Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Friday, November 14th, 2025. We'll start with crypto. Once again, the Crypto Bros trial. We covered it to the end, and it was a mistrial. We wrote a book called Crypto Bros Mistrial. Code is law. Lives on. But there was a push by the government to do the retrial as early as February. That's early. It just is what it is. February 2026. But yesterday, Judge Clark said she's not setting a date. She set a briefing schedule for motions for acquittal or a new trial. That's usually done if you lose. In this case, it will be for total acquittal. Some don't know, but we're reporting here. Judge Clark is going to be moving her base of operations up to SDNY in White Plains, so it's unclear if there is another trial, and it's a big if. It is an if. Whether it will be up there or it will be reassigned to a judge here. And the judges here are quite different. There's Judge Fela. Let's move to this. Judge Fela presided over the Roman Storm trial. And the U.S. has put in its opposition to his motion for an acquittal or a new trial. 105 pages in length. We put it up. And also yesterday we asked the IMF in their bi-weekly or now monthly embargoed press briefing about crypto issues in the U.S., banks lobbying for the non-payment of interest or yield under the Genius Act by crypto firms. They didn't answer on that one, but they did say some general things that stable coins can be okay, but Bitcoin is not. That's the IMF's view, and we've just posted the transcript earlier this morning. Now we're heading in today. It's a kind of a weird day in SDNY. It was said that non-mandatory hearings won't be taking place. But there's an appeal at 10 a.m. of one of the MAG court decisions. There's the sentencing of a guy called Mario Powell, whose trial we've covered. So we will be covering all of that. In EDNY, the baseball case, the two pitchers of the Cleveland Guardians. Yesterday, Emmanuel Clase, once one of the best or most successful closers in all of baseball, was released on bond of $600,000 secured or co-signed by his agent, Kelvin Nova. That's going to be quite a case, and we're going to cover it closely. Maybe we'll do a little project on it over the weekend. But it's good and it's close by, so we are covering it. Tekashi 6ix9ine. If you remember the trial of the 9 Trey Bloods, the cooperator Tekashi 6ix9ine, he was released. He got compassionate. He's down in Miami. There were some drugs in the pool house. Now there was an assault, but it sounds like the guy was trolling him. Trolling the troll, so to speak. The government wants him to get 3 months of imprisonment and 2 more years of supervised release. This will be never ending. If you keep extending supervised release, things never end. So that'll be November 20th, and we'll cover it. We're beating the drum on the financial thing. Our filing is in on Bank of America branch closings and the Jeffrey Epstein links. Fifth Third said they'd apply to Florida, and they hadn't. There are a number of other issues, and we've raised them. And we've also asked the United Nations a series of questions about wasted money in South Sudan, about whistleblowers, about why Antonio Guterres' investigative unit wrote to Inner City Press asking us to confirm the identity of or to out a whistleblower. That's the UN. Now, if it were somebody else, if it were another seat of power, press freedom people would be going nuts. But since it's the UN violating press freedom, somehow it's not as important. But here we are in front of the courthouse today, Friday, November 14th. We're going to have more reports, but if we don't do another vlog, have a good weekend. Inner City Press, we continue.